all these things. So many things from so many... Wait, what is this doing here? That goes somewhere else. Well, oh, let me see if I can move closer. How about that? Hi, look at that. Hi, everybody. Adam Savage in my cave. As you know, I have a merch site. Tested has a merch site. I have a small manufacturing company. All of these entities have been brought together in the last couple of years for the most part. And I love making things to sell. I really, really dig it. It hasn't made me very much money over the years. We make recycled bags out of we make bags out of recycled sailcloth. We make pouches. We make aprons. We have all sorts of gewgaws on AdamSavage.com. And it's been such a marvelous education. Really, I can't stress enough just how making something to sell and selling it on any scale is like a massive set of lessons in commerce that's been completely invaluable. It has radically increased our institutional knowledge, and amazingly, my first bag, the EDC one, was released almost 10 years ago, 2017. That's crazy to me, almost 10 years of making bags and stuff. One of our most popular items is our apron, and on it and our bags, etc., we have a lifetime warranty. And we have a fan who has sent in his apron for a warranty repair, and it's going to be taken care of by yours truly. I do not take care of all the warranty repairs. This is done by Mafia Bags, and they are excellent at it. And you'll be pleased to know we have had to do surpassingly few warranty repairs over the last 9 years. I am very proud of the construction and the robustness of both our partnership with Mafia Bags and the amazing manufacturing that they have done for us. So we are going to get into an apron warranty repair, and I don't know how this is going to turn out. I might repair it with the same piece of fabric. I might go rogue. We just don't know yet what we don't know. Let's get started. That's our thread. That's what we sew our stuff out of. And this is the template and the material for replacing this pocket. And here's what is going on. Oh, wow. Hang on. Look at this. This is Sasha. User Sasha has been using this apron. And I got to say, Sasha, you're putting some good miles on it. Look at that. Look at this. The pen. The pen, the leather of the pen. I spec'd leather on this so that it would wear just like that and tell the story. But here is the issue. The issue is this front pocket. Sasha keeps a tape measure in here. Can you see the shape of the tape measure? Yeah, Sasha keeps a tape measure here. And I see. Okay, so that's fine. Sasha keeps a tape measure here, and the tape measure has worn right through the pocket. We are going to fix that. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to start out by tearing the seam, and where to begin? Let's try here. You know what? Seam rippers are great, but man, I've gotten into a lot of trouble with them over the years. Sasha, I can tell you are a woodworker. I'm finding some sawdust at the bottom of this pocket. Oh, yeah. This is... I love this. Honestly, Sasha, seeing your apron and seeing just how worn the leather is, and like that was my whole goal at the beginning, was to let the leather tell the story. So I'm so happy to see your... Oh, I see. It goes up now too. Yeah. This is really fun too because we've been traveling around the country filming, and last year we filmed with the National Park Service Conservation Lab, and we just recently went to the National Portrait Gallery. So I'm all full of the love of conservators and the careful work they do, dismantling and remantling treasures of our nation's history. So I have occasion here to think upon them and their beautiful work. Every trip to a conservation lab is so inspiring. I'm thinking of putting in a surgical lamp above this table, one that I can adjust and swing around. Okay, there is, let's move the blade away. There's our damaged pocket. We are going to replace it. Yes, y'all. Copy that. All right, Sasha, I think that what I'm going to do for you, I was thinking of making this pocket out of leather. That was one thing I was thinking. But then I was thinking, we might still end up with the same issue. Leather's great, but this is a lot of abuse. So I'm actually thinking that what I'm going to do is line the inside of your pockets with a little bit of leather. What do you think of that? I think that's going to be great. Let's give it a shot. Right, so let's do some... Okay, so there's our piece. We know where it goes. Oh, yeah, we'll take care of that later. Look at how marvelously dirty this is. It's great. I see you. Great. We have our two pieces of fabric cut to size. You may watch this and think, How is Adam making aprons that he sells if I'm watching him assemble this pocket and he clearly doesn't have the institutional knowledge as a sewist? And the answer is that's true. I don't. I've been sewing since 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade. Back in the 70s, they still had home economics. And in my school, boys were allowed to take home ec. And it's where I learned some of my favorite skills. Origin story. Anyway, please just note that if you are a professional at clothing and assembly and sewing, if you watch me, it might upset you, or not upset you, but just make you a bit like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know why I am always a little bit, I want to give that caveat. The stuff we sell is assembled by absolute professionals. Okay, so now this is the pocket. I'm going to fire up my iron, and sorry, I hope that tip didn't make you sick. I'm going to fire up my iron and sew up my seams and do a little bit of poor man's serging, but it's now time to spec and cut the leather that will go in there as well. And so I'm going to go, you are going to come with me because we're going to go up into the loft. Join me, won't you? Here we go. This is, nobody likes coming up here with me. Freddie Schramm has spent, I think, the largest collective amount of time up inside this room. But all my shop assistants have done their time up here. Okay, so let's move towards the leather. Let's see. All right. Oh, look at this beautiful orange pebbled leather I picked up. That's for someday when I want to make something that looks like it's Hermes. Oh my gosh, look at all these things. So many things from so many. Wait, what is this doing here? That goes somewhere else. That's good. That's not bad. Yeah, I think this will do. And we're giving a frangible layer to the inside of our apron pocket. This will not be a feature that we are going to add to all of our aprons. This is a feature I am adding to this apron. All right, here we go. If it seems crazy that I'm walking forward down these super skinny stairs, I've had stairs like this since 1991 when I lived on Yosemite Street in the Bayview. And I'm just dumbly comfortable traipsing up and down there. Don't get me wrong. Every time I get to the top of that and wander down, I think, this is how you die. And then I move very carefully. Okay, yeah, let's cut our leather. Sorry. What happened was I realized while the camera was off that I had cut these two pieces too small. You already knew that, and you were telling me. You were yelling at the screen, that's a template. Use the whole thing, fold it on the lines, etc. And I didn't listen. I'm so sorry. So I have just enough fabric. I cut out another piece full. And here's what I'm going to do. The pockets of our aprons are sewn as two separate pieces. However, given that I'm about to add a layer of leather to the inside of this pocket, I would like to not have this line be a double fold seam because I feel like that'll just make the flexibility right here on your belly not what you want, Sasha. So I am instead going to make this pocket whole out of single piece, and that will allow me to sew it up the middle and give the leather its proper holding. That's the plan. Okay, so let's see how we go. There you are. Hello, everybody. Now we're all together. Okay, so now I want to, all right, we're gonna go. Yep, okay, so now we're going heavy side to side, and we're going a very short distance. Yeah. Hang on. Professional clothes are not just cut and sewn together. The edges of their cut parts, come on, where is it? There we go. Okay, now you can see it. The edges of their cut parts are serged, and this is serging. It's one of those machines with the 4 threads or more. The serger goes in and it just basically seals up the edge so it doesn't get all unravelly. I'm about to do a poor man's serger by just running the zigzag stitch at a narrow progression, and I'm just going to protect the outside edge of this guy before folding it up and ironing it. Here we go. There we are. Nice. I am recording. Good. I am. Hi. I'm happy with this. I am going to mark the inner seam and sew that. So where could that be? Where could I have put that? Oh, no, I don't need to. I can just, oh, right. I want to tape it just so it doesn't move. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Hey, look, it's all happening. All right. I didn't know about taping the seams up until recently. Someone told me I could do that, and it had never occurred to me. I'm very happy about that. This is funny. I'm never working from plans, so it's sort of funny to work from a, yeah, no, it all looks really good. The settings are all right. The sewing machine can be a concerning device. It can really ruin your day. And yet, getting good at operating a sewing machine is really one of your finer translatable maker skills. I'm serious. Sewing, I don't think it's too much. Let me stop moving this around and let me make my point. Sewing is like a gateway drug to thinking through complex problems. It seems really simple. Culturally, we make it women's work. And that's how we couch it, as like somehow that it's, let me tell you, real sewing at any kind of level of proficiency is a bloody magic trick. Sewing, like mold making, involves mental frames that require one to think inside out and backwards. It requires one to work on an order of operations that is often taking into account the reverse and making sure that that order allows, it's a really, really important skill. And if you learn how to sew, you're mostly on your way to carpentry and welding and sheet metal work. I'm not kidding. These are planar forms meeting under rules and conditions. And if you can make a sleeve work, I swear to God, you could build a house. I recognize that as a bold statement. Let me back that up with just a little bit of institutional knowledge. The patience it requires to understand, the patience and the institutional knowledge it requires to understand fabric, how it moves, where the weave is going to sit on a panel of a piece of clothing, and how these front top and back panels are going to meet this sleeve and allow it to not look goofy no matter how you're moving your body. The sensitivity to do those basting stitches, to get that sleeve close, and then a second set of basting stitches, to get even closer, and then a third set of basting stitches, to get, like, I don't know how to sew at a super high level, but I do understand some of the requirements of sewing at a high level. And it's about patience, and it's about thinking inside out and backwards. So don't put it in your mind as something minor, man, because it will hurt you if you go in thinking you know what you're doing. Why was I even talking about that? Oh, just that, like, working on a sewing machine is frequently fixing or configuring the sewing machine. It's a lot of dialing in, and that can be exhausting. And I've broken this thing a couple times. One time I had to send it back to Sailrite. They fixed it. The other time they talked me through the repair on the phone. Okay, I think it really is time to start to assemble this thing. So let me give you a wider frame here. Oh, I forgot about this guy too. Yeah, he's also useful. Great. What we got here is that business, and I need a new, right, I think it's a number 10. I think that's what I got. I think it's got a million number 10s. There's my little, don't I have a little screwdriver? I do. What'd I do? Where in the hell can you go? Far from the things that you know. Who the hell knows what that could be? Yeah, I bet that's a number 10. Because it's all I use. I have a crap ton of number 10s. Now we'll see if I have done this correctly. I have the correct kind of needle. It should all just pick up where it left off. All right. So now we're going to do this business here, this little right there. And now we're doing the top and the center. Oh, sorry. I got excited. I'm excited on your behalf, Sasha. Okay, we'll go all the way to the right here. We're going to come up. Yeah. Oh, I'm having some issues. Oh, come on. All right. Let's just see what's going on back here. Oh, okay. I'm coming in tomorrow. Bye. It's not the next day. It's Monday. That was Friday. It's Monday. I took the weekend off. It's been a bit of a week. It was a bit of a long week last week. There was a lot of things that happened. I took the weekend to recover. What happened right there? Well, I was looking at my seam and I was wondering why it felt a little crunchy. And then turning it over, I noticed that I had I had unintentionally added a new structural element. I had sewn right through the strap on the back. Now, I'm going to have to undo that and re-sew that. That is a regular... That happens in the sewing of things. All right. We're still almost there. Listen, me leaving when I'm so close to the end, that's institutional knowledge. I wanted to be home in like 5 minutes. I would have been here for another 45 minutes getting this all done because I would have been feeling the pressure. And that would have been no fun. All right, let's... All right, now there's a story. All right, now I'm going to go in and repair both of those. There we are. We're back to normal. Okay, great. There we have it. We have a repaired pocket, which has a secret liner that should prevent Sasha's tape measure from wearing through this pocket in such a short order again. Sasha, I have signed and dated my work. A note, a caveat, I am not the warranty repair person for tested. This is a special occasion for no other reason than we randomly selected Sasha's apron out of a pile and thought this would be really fun. But don't expect that you're going to get back from a warranty repair something signed, repaired, and dated by me. This is consider this a one-off, but this has been really, really fun. And I'm pleased with the pocket. I think it's a nice, robust addition. Thank you guys for joining me for this. This has been so much fun. I love the warranty repair. This is like cosplay repair. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.
I really appreciate you watching all of that. And if you are pondering right now what to get for the maker, tinkerer, or general obsessive in your life, or what to get yourself, I'd like to humbly suggest our brand new Savage Industries Shop Apron. Its predecessor is one of the most popular things we have ever manufactured, and we are still selling them, but now we've added to it. We've simplified it, we've lowered the cost, and we've made an entry-level apron, still manufactured in the United States, still made of upcycled materials, and I swear this might become my new daily wear. Get yours today at adamsavage.com. Yeah, there we go.